What's going on? It's your man DJ Big Mike.
It's your boy T Daddy Soft Lips.
It's your boy the Angry Artist back in the house.
And it's Beyond the Tracks podcast, your podcaster's favorite podcast. As y'all just heard, we got T-Rup in the building. We got Lloyd in the building. T-Rup, did you just say
T Daddy Soft Lips?
soft? Okay, I thought that's what you said.
When I get these
Acknowledge
bitches all voluptuous, dude,
Did you say lumptuous?
I give the sun.
What's lumptuous?
Hey, bro, that's talking to fucking Mike. No.
That's T-Rup, man.
I know.
T-Rup is he
lumpy.
lumpy.
Oh, voluptuous, I was supposed to say. You know what, dude?
I got you.
I don't like this shit.
We are coming to you live. I'm just bullshitting. We not live at all. We recording this shit like a motherfucker. But we are coming from the BTT studios up in this bitch.
Yes, sir.
Biatch. Oh, I went to the doctor today.
Yeah, we don't
The
care.
surgeon.
We don't care.
Oh, yeah. But I got something that might, because you're a medical person.
Okay.
I got something I want to talk about. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Well, let's get these sponsors out the way and then
Go ahead.
we'll jump right into that shit.
Go ahead. Okay, sponsor.
Sponsors, we got to do our sponsors, man. They make this shit happen. As always, man, we got JC Quality Construction. He does everything from 2x4 to the key to the front door. Hit him up at 734-652-9715. Mention BTT, Beyond the Tracks Podcast, and get 15% off all materials. If you guys don't take advantage of that, then I just don't give a fuck. Tom coming in today.
Facts.
And as one of our newest and most awesomest, is that a word?
Yes.
I mean,
not really, but yes.
well, I mean, T-Rup made up a word. So
Yes,
I'm
so
the most awesomest
Take it.
catering company that I know of, Six Blessings Cafe and Catering, out of Tennessee. Shout out to Ruth Neal.
Roof.
And then, as always, we have Cheat Designs. Hit him up at Cheat-Designs. And Cheat,
I got something.
tell him what you're doing, bro.
I got something. I'm on TikTok. Follow your boy. You get 15% off.
Woo!
And show me you follow me. That's 15% off. Any
Damn,
customer.
son.
Damn,
son.
I'm saying.
How about that?
I followed you last week.
You the guy out here got 10,000 views on one little thing. I mean, I thought maybe you would give 20%, but you know,
I ain't getting paid yet. I'm trying to get paid first.
oh, okay, yeah.
Let me get paid.
I ain't mad
I
at
will
you.
say the artwork that you're posting on that is deserves to be.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that.
You know, it's pretty cool. And then the process, dude. Sometimes with those, you know how it says a lot of people are going to see this but not do anything or react to it or whatever it says.
Yep.
Don't do that. Explain what you're doing.
Exactly.
Explain what you're doing. Fuck that fucking voiceover shit. Do it yourself. Be like, explain. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm about to go live.
I say you do got a nice little
Oh
speaking
yeah, you
voice.
can go live. That's good.
I'm about to
Yeah.
go live.
Speaking, you got a good speaking voice.
It can be, especially when I'm drunk. It gets even better. I don't know about 2 octaves.
Listen,
He'd be like, fuck bitches. Wrong.
So I'm very white. Like, yeah, baby, what's going on?
What's
Boy, the Angry
good?
Artist.
It's
what you drinking over there, sir? I don't think that's an authorized beverage, is it?
Very much authorized.
Oh, Bud Light Platinum. How gay is he?
Not at all.
Whoa!
Let's find out,
That's a 24% right there, son.
Not so much, buddy.
With that pink shirt on, though, dude.
bro.
But it says
listen,
I am him. Recognize.
No, it says you are
I am
boy.
him. I am him. Recognize.
I am boy.
I am boy.
I am recognized.
I am male.
I am him.
Still look like a vagina. I like it though.
I like, fucking.
T-Rup,
But anyway,
let's come in, man.
And he's I am her shirt.
Let's go. You said you want to talk about the medical
Doctor.
health field and
I got a lot of respect to give a lot of people in the medical field, but how come some lady I talked to the other day was a nurse for 40 years or something like that?
yeah.
And she said she worked at a million different places and she don't like the places. She got into nursing for helping people, but the first like 10 or 11 places she landed felt more like a business. And then it really
Definitely
got me to
business.
think. It got me to thinking, like, how come, like, so you go to the doctor, you need something, right? Like, okay, my back hurts. Well, that leads to drugs, but that's not what I'm talking about. My back hurts. Now this motherfucker has to test you for 17 different things because you're on this like this medication. And then your liver ends up fucking up. And it's like, once you subdue to taking a pill, I feel like, are they only in there to make you keep coming back? Like, some of them, not all of them, because like I shouldn't have lived, and I lived, but like, I'm not smart with this shit. I'm probably one of the stupidest guys you know, but I
wouldn't say that. But
I know,
either.
but
Me either.
But hey, I come off really smart, but dude, I'm on the line. But anyway, I feel like, because like, even when I go into my doctors that I respect, my surgeons, all that shit, they're like, are you taking any pain meds? I'm like, no. And they're like, so you're not having no pain? I'm like, I have a ton of pain, but I'm just not I'm not taking meds. Because there's more to just taking a med. There's more. Maybe you might be a drug addict down the road because these meds don't work. Or you're going to keep coming back because they got to test your levels of this because it fucks up your kidneys, or I don't.
I can break down a lot of shit really quick, if you like.
Yeah, okay. I'm here.
So let's get into the aspect of business first. Everything is a business. Everything costs. Everything is a business. People have to get paid. People always say one of the big complaints is, why do doctors get paid so much? They're not getting paid for what they do. They're getting paid for their knowledge.
Right.
Yes.
So it's kind of like one of those things where plumbers have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
About plumbing. But would you go to a plumber because your back was hurting? No. You're going to go to a doctor.
Of course.
Right? So everything is about business and knowledge, right? To kind of put it in perspective, we used to go to the studio all the time. My man Kevin, shout out to Underground Studios, freaking amazing. Could we do, especially now, could we do all that shit at home? Of course we can, for free. But we go to him and we pay him for his knowledge. It's just like Lloyd. Lloyd is a graphic designer. You pay Lloyd because he can get it done in 10 minutes versus
I'll do it
2 hours.
I'll do it in 2 hours. Yeah.
Right. So you're paying for his time. You're paying for his knowledge.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay.
So now to get back to the healthcare profession, I always tell people this: the healthcare profession is like every other profession, every other product. They're selling a product.
Right.
So alcohol is okay in moderation. Everything is okay in moderation. It's once you start abusing it, and that's anything and everything, then it becomes an issue, right? So are doctors pushing pharmaceuticals because they get a kickback? Maybe. But those
some will.
Yeah.
I understand.
But it's also, you have to think too, like, people are always, why does this medication cost so much, and blah blah blah? Because it takes years and years of research, paying all these people, doing all this stuff,
10,000 tests
with this, to make sure that this pill works at least to a standard that we expect. Right. That shit costs money.
Yeah.
You know, to develop one medication, it might cost $20 million. You know what I mean? So you say, well, especially when it first comes out, why is it so expensive? That's the reason why. Yep. Once they get to the point where they've made all their money, plus some, of course, then that's when the time frame stops, and now you can have, quote, a generic medication. Now, brand pill A might cost you $5 a pill. Once the generic can come into play, it might cost you 15 cents. You see what I'm saying? Because they're paying for past investments. Now, I think, just my opinion, in America, I think the pharmaceutical companies control too much of the medical profession. if that makes sense.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I can understand like what you're saying as far as that goes, because in a lot of other countries, our medications don't cost as much, all that stuff. But you also have to understand a lot of these medications are being developed here, China, the bigger places, and then they're giving these medications to the smaller, the Mexicos, the Indias,
Right.
and so yes, they can afford to give it to you a little bit above cost, because you know what, they're selling 45 billion pills at this point.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
But
And that's all in a nutshell. But
okay, she what she was saying is that she seen some doctors that would just play shit off and like lead you to the pharmaceuticals and shit. Like there's no way to look for a different, like a natural remedy. Like you would have to do your own research
Yes,
and
you
shit
do.
like that. But
Yeah.
I like why wouldn't these doctors give an ultimatum? Because my neurologist, I do breathing techniques, all this shit for my stuff. He said that he could diagnose, or he could prescribe me any pill that I would want in the fucked up minefield, you know?
right.
But he said once I started telling him about the natural remedies and like just focusing on different shit, you know, and stuff like that, he started researching it. And he come back at me, and that's why I love this doctor. He come back at me with more remedies than I even know, and I'm the one that has the fucking problem. So like he's doing his job, but like, do you think that, like, I just feel like you can't be out to get money.
Well, I'll tell you this. I say this all the time. Once again, we talk about knowledge base. So doctors do nothing but guess. Everything they do is guess, because everybody, literally everybody's body is different. So they go on symptoms. They go, okay, well, you have this. Whoop-de-whoop. I've treated this 1,000 times with this medication, and it's worked 800 times.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to go with that. If that doesn't work, then we'll try this.
Right.
If that doesn't work, then we'll try this. It's all a guesswork, right? Of what's going to work.
That's why
for
it's
who.
a practice. It's not,
So when, like, people don't understand these natural remedies and all that, they say, oh, this has been around for 1,000 years. Well, 1,000 years ago, bro, we was only living to be about 40 years old.
40 was ancient.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People were getting married at 10, 11 years old. So
you were a great-grandfather at 40.
Shit's different, right? So you give me that look, Lloyd. Like,
Because you saying people lived to the 40s. No. They lived a lot longer than that, brother. Only thing they worked themselves to death. What happened? But people lived a lot longer before now.
that's
They did.
I disagree. I mean, think of some of the pharaohs in Egypt. You know, they were kings by the time they were 20, and they were dead by the time they were 40. You know what I'm saying?
And that's because of the lavish lifestyle and stuff they were doing.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
I just believe it was.
But I'm talking about here.
It was a lack of medical attention.
So they thought they were gods, so they didn't get none.
But I mean, even
they were gods.
with that being said, I'm saying, like, as far as the natural remedies that people are saying now, the sea mosses and all that stuff, right? That's been around forever, but it's one of those things where, look, I don't want to get on a tangent about sea moss.
No, you're fine.
But there are 10,000 companies that make sea moss, right? And sea moss is incredible for you. It's amazing. It's the most natural. I mean, it's amazing. It's great. But when you have all these companies putting it out, they're putting out bullshit.
Yes.
And selling it. They're selling it as sea moss. Well,
They're mixing it with more bullshit.
It's what America does. We process shit.
Yeah.
So you're processing all this sea moss. You're taking everything out. It's kind of like Simply Natural, right?
Yeah.
I do a whipped body butter. So
I got some dread oil coming somewhere.
I got you. So even with that, if I use the natural, the 100% natural, it stinks. So I have to combine it with the bleached, processed shea butter. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But if I just use that, that takes 75% of the great chemicals and qualities of shea butter out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's processed. So, and that's why like people don't understand when you want 100% shea butter, it costs more because it's not, you're not getting,
You're not putting all these
you're getting
additives
5
in
pounds from 5 pounds. You're not getting 25 pounds from 5 pounds, if that makes sense. So yeah.
It's like the
It's-
dope
Everybody's got to step.
It's like the dope game.
Everything's stepped on.
It is a dope game because
it's like that
a
damn
lot
dope
of
game.
shit that we fuck with is stepped on. Sea moss stepped on. Like
Depends on who you get it from.
what? And that's true. That's true. And it depends on where you order it from.
Yep.
But bro, think of this. Walmart. I was in Walmart today.
Bad place. Never go there.
So I noticed that they had African black soap.
Yes, they do. I've heard about that.
So I started reading the ingredients.
Garbage.
I got to ingredients number 2 and was like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
What is it?
African black soap is made from lye and fats and things like that. But it's the reason why it's black is because of like charcoal. And different things like that they use. Original
To make you blacker? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
but the original black soap is very, very lumpy. It's very chunky. It's not smooth.
It's terrible. Yeah.
It's not smooth. So you're selling this smooth ass bar. Even when you cut African black soap, it's chunky because there's chunks of shit in it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's processed. But you know what? People run out. Nah, I've been washing my face and it's amazing. Okay. But I'm gonna get off my motherfucking soapbox on
Soap.
and on processed shit and get back to the medical field is just this, bro. I've been in the medical field for 30 years.
That's why I wanted to talk to you about it.
It is what it is. It's definitely a business. It has to be a business. All of these, nursing facilities, hospitals, all this shit, they have to pay people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
it's
guys
like,
get paid a lot because you guys do a lot.
I don't know about a lot, but we get paid decent.
Decent.
We can make a
yeah.
living.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same token, it's like, everything is a business. It's like Lloyd with his clothes. Lloyd can produce his clothes. He can give them all away for free. But at some point, he's gonna run out, and he's gonna be like, "Shit, I can't make anything else because I'm not making any money to replenish what I've already done."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that,
Or he's gonna have to continue to work to pay for his product that he's giving away. So he has to
Defeating the
charge
purpose.
something.
Right.
And so we'll take Lloyd's clothes, for example. I've heard people say, dude, he's crazy. He wants way too much for this bleach shirt. Bro, do you realize that it took him 20 hours to do that one shirt? If you break the numbers down of what he's charging you, what the shit costs all the time, he's probably
only making $1 an hour.
Yeah, he's probably making like $1 an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm getting all that out to say, pay motherfuckers, whether it be the medical field or your small business or shit. Honestly, even the big business box stores, you can't go in there and be like, well, I don't want to pay $9.99 for this candle. I only want to pay $7. They're gonna be like, okay, well,
Get out.
come back when you got a couple more dollars.
Yeah.
So
That's what they're gonna do.
anyway, boom. What we going to next? I'm ready to move forward.
Dude. Okay, I got a question for both of you.
Uh-oh.
You ran a business. It was a multi-million-dollar business.
Okay.
You have under you have 100 employees.
Okay.
That's it. What are you doing with are you like what as a leader, as a boss, what would you like implement for your employees to make it a better workplace?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
First and foremost, any business that I start, run, my employees would get, I guess you could say, almost like a profit sharing, right? Because without the employees,
Nothing. You're nothing.
You're nothing.
Yeah, you're just some dude with an
so
idea.
to me, I've always felt that profit sharing works.
Yep.
The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to the employees and try to do as much as I can do to keep them happy of what they want, not what I think they want or what I think should make them happy, but I would ask them what they want, and if it's feasible, I would try to do that as much as possible.
Like you would be hand in hand with HR, pretty much.
I would try.
Try to implement more of a okay.
I would try. We can get deep into that with the big box stores and all that stuff too. It's, I'll use Nike as an example. Why are Nike shoes the price that they are?
Because they're greedy.
That check mark.
It's not even that. 90% of it is they pay for advertising. They pay trillions of dollars in advertising. To be a multi, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. So they're paying money up the ass for advertising. Everything is advertising. And I'm glad we kind of are going to this level because I want to get into social media and different things like that too. So everything is, when you have like these companies that pay all this stuff for advertising, that's the reason why you go there. So they're willing to pay all this money in advertising to let
30
you
30 seconds on TV.
To let you believe that this is the best product on earth. When in actuality, they're making, say, shoes in China that are exactly the same, but it doesn't have a Nike swoosh on it. So you're paying for that brand. Everything is brand.
Yes,
and it's
absolutely.
and we've
you advertise your brand.
For sure. Everything. I mean, everything is branding. So it's like, why do some people buy Clorox bleach versus whatever? Because Clorox has a hell of a brand.
Yeah, it does.
And it's known to be the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You're right?
Even though there's 1,000 other companies that their shit's half price
You use
that do
Clorox
the same
for art?
shit.
Yes, I do.
You know he does.
Absolute Clorox. Only Clorox.
Shit, I'll be up in there with that Walmart bleach.
I've tried all the other bleach. It ain't the same.
Oh, really? It don't bleach like that? Okay.
And some,
additives.
I was gonna say yes. And some of that shit is processed. We talk about process.
It ain't the same.
It's I always say there are things you pay for the quality.
Right. I understand.
Period.
Like Shaq's Reeboks or Shaq shoes at Walmart.
Right.
Two different shoes. One's got the higher end Reebok behind it. Shaq making affordable shoes for everybody else. Ain't the same quality.
Facts. Yeah.
I get it. Those $30 shoes at Walmart, they only last a couple months.
Well, it's not even that. They don't even feel the same. The leather's not the same.
Nope.
The stitching's not the same.
Nope.
Yeah, the
Inside's
hard
not the
soles,
same.
yep.
None of that.
Yeah.
None of that.
It's kind of like Lloyd with his shit. Lloyd will come out with if he comes out with a $20 shirt, right? Do you think that quality of that shirt is the same as the one that he's charging you $60 for? You think it's the same quality?
No.
No, it can't be.
No.
It just can't be.
There's levels to this.
Yes. So it's like,
levels.
and that's what Nike does it. Everybody does it. Clorox does it. You think Great Value brand at Walmart, that's probably made by a Clorox or a Clorox company. Mm-hmm. It's just processed, a little bit watered down. That way they can sell it cheaper.
Yep.
You feel me? Yeah. Man, are we gonna be on a business pod today?
I like that. Me.
You have a multi-million-dollar company.
I'm gonna make sure morale is okay. Make sure people are enjoying their job more than
That's
anything.
key. Yeah, that's key.
More than anything, money and all that don't make them happy.
That's key.
It helps, but the morale's got to be there. They got to want to be.
You gotta
there.
want to go to work.
You
That's
gotta
facts.
enjoy what you're doing. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, make a horrible workplace.
Horrible
workplace.
Because the work period, you're getting paid for work that you're not usually doing this for 8 hours.
Exactly.
You're not usually doing this, and you didn't wake up in the morning and say, "Fuck, I just want to take bumpers off of assembly line and put it on another one."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but like the morale, like I was thinking that this is where my thoughts were going with it. Like, they got these employee days, like the employee meetings, and like where like you all have a fun day, but that's like once a year and shit like that. Couldn't it be like, I don't know, like if I had $1 million company, I would like what you said, I would implement like a speaking hour.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
or like a day where we
say,
chill, or
When you say $1 million company, though, are you talking about it's worth $1 million?
$1 million a year,
or you're talking
is what
about
I mean.
you're talking about it profits?
Yes.
$1
$1
million
million a year. Yes.
Okay, after everybody's paid, the CEOs,
I was talking before, but yeah, whatever.
Okay. Well, you gotta understand you're
The money your business is making is enough for you to be one of them rich assholes.
Okay, well let's look at it this way: if everybody else is paid, your CEO, your president, just everybody, period, and you're profiting $1 million a year.
Yeah.
If you gave away, like you said, 100 employees, that's a small business.
Yeah,
right?
small business. Yeah.
So if you gave away, well, you got to think too. You got taxes, everything. Let's say all that shit's included, and you still come out with $1 million.
Okay.
If you gave away to your employees, 100 employees, $200,000 a year, what is that? 100 employees.
That's $2 million.
No, I'm saying 100 employees, and you're distributing $200,000. What is that? I don't know that math.
Oh, between
what is that?
20 grand.
Is that 20 grand?
20 grand a piece.
Something like that.
Okay, so if that's the case, and
Wait, no, $2 grand a piece.
$2 grand
a piece. Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking just that alone. That's $200,000, giving all your employees $2 grand a piece.
Perspective.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So every Christmas, say you give them $2 grand, they might really appreciate that. Mm-hmm. They might really appreciate that.
for real.
But
it helps Christmas, and you ain't got to.
But you have some people, and once again, it depends on how much your employees are making, all that stuff.
Right.
If all your employees are making $100 grand a year, $2,000 ain't shit. That ain't doing much.
That's a fucking yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if all your employees are making $15 an hour, you feel what I'm saying?
Be amazing.
And you give them $2 grand, they're happy as fuck.
If you give me that $2 grand, I'm gonna be fired the next day because I'm gonna go on a bender. No,
perspective wise, think about this.
But yeah, I mean, and that's really what it breaks down to. It breaks down perspective. You know what I mean? You have somebody like Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, I mean, I've seen these numbers and shit like this. He could give away, $100,000 to everybody in the United States.
$1 million to everybody.
Yeah, and still have this and that, and
still be the richest guy in the world.
But listen, can he really though? And if he did that,
money would lose value.
Exactly.
It definitely would.
So you start doing shit like that. Once again, perspective, how things work. If every employee, let's say every employee gave their employees, no matter how much you made, $100,000 every year. Sounds fucking amazing, don't it?
Great.
It does, until milk is $45 a gallon and gas is $200 a gallon. Then does it really mean anything?
Nope.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, because you're still broke just with a ton of money.
Exactly.
And at the same note, if you keep doing things over and over again, it takes the value of it down.
Exactly.
You do it too much. Like you're talking about I'll just do that. No. Make it to where it's wanted at a certain time.
I always say too, man. I just told one of my nursing assistants the other night. She was very, very distraught. She was just angry, didn't feel appreciated. It was just CNA week not too long ago. Felt very underappreciated. I let her know how much I appreciated her.
Right.
And like she's saying all these different things, and it's money driven. And people that don't have money or don't have enough money, they complain about money.
Yeah.
So they're looking for a $2 an hour raise, a $1 an hour raise.
Yeah.
But when you break them numbers down, that ain't shit. It's not going to
shit.
change your life at all, right?
No.
That's $40 a week.
So I just told her, I said the key to maintain, like we just had like 4 nurses quit, 3, 4 CNAs. The way to maintain staff, like you said, morale. You want your employees to want to come to work.
Let me wake up with a smile on my face, getting ready for work.
And it's cool. Like just to kind of get back into that real quick. One of the reasons why I went back on the floor, got out of management, is because I want to help people. I got away from that. I got more into the business aspect. Everybody knows how much I love business. But really the reason why I got into nursing, it wasn't for the money. It wasn't, God knows it wasn't for the damn money. But it was to help people. Me helping people makes me feel good. And so that's what keeps me from not calling off.
Even when you do see the business aspect.
Yeah, I know the business aspect of it, and I get it, and I understand it, and I appreciate it. But at the same token, that wasn't for me. I wanted to take myself out of that. And for me,
get your own personal.
Well, I'll give you an example. So the other night I'm working. We had call-offs. So I work my unit that normally has 2 nurses by myself.
Okay.
Everybody else is flipping out, acting crazy, whatever. I'm like, listen, it is what it is.
Yep.
And I only had one CNA with me. I said, it is.
Oh, so you were working.
Yeah. So I said, it is what it is. I said, our job is to take care of these people. So that's all we have to do is make sure that we take care of these people. And all the other stuff is extra. The, charting, all that stuff. Hey, that's extra. We got to focus on taking care of people first. We got to, don't be sitting down.
Yeah, we're here for a reason.
Right, 2 hours trying to get your charting done when call lights are going off and that kind of stuff. You feel me?
Right.
So we go through all this stuff, and one of the patients literally walked into her room, and she was like, "Oh my God, I am so glad you're here tonight." And I said, "Oh, well, thanks." I said, "What's going on with you?" She said, "It's just been horrible." And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" She was like, "Just I know when you're here and I need something, it's right now. She goes, you always treat me like I'm the only person in this building, and I know I'm not." And I was just like, cool.
Yeah.
Like that's why I do what
Keep
the fuck
pulling
I
on
do.
my heartstrings. I'm gonna
Right.
cry.
But that's why I do what the fuck I do.
Right.
I do it for that. You know how much extra money I got paid for that?
Nothing.
$0.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. And that made me feel good to a point where I go, yep, I'm coming back to work tomorrow. I'm not calling off tomorrow.
I get that.
And funny thing is, on the flip side, I get the same treatment at work. I'll come in and our melter, be like, "Oh, you working tonight? Thank God. I ain't gonna work nowhere in diesel because you're here. You're gonna fix it.
Yep.
If something goes wrong, you got it." So that makes me want to come to work.
I'm gonna give you
It really does.
outside sparkling hard seltzer. Cheers.
Because the morale is, you're gonna, even if you have the morale at 1,000, it's fucking so good, everybody's so happy, there's gonna be that one. There's gonna be one guy that, or one, employee that is not happy with nothing.
Facts.
There's people just like that. Out of 100,
Facts.
there's at least one.
Facts.
And that could fuck up the morale for the whole 100.
Oh, negative energy is
It's
what's the word?
contagious.
More contagious than any
One
powder.
bad apple.
Yep.
Bro, listen. I just read something today, and it was kind of on that lines. It was just like, we as a people, we gravitate towards negativity, and you got one person that comes in. There's 5 people in a room.
Yep.
One person comes in with some fucked up negative ass energy. Next thing you know, you got, I hear it at work. You got one person that comes in and they're like, "Oh, these motherfuckers, blah, blah, blah." Then the next person co-signs. "Oh, yeah, girl. But just 15 minutes ago, you as happy as can be."
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? We sitting there having a great positive conversation. One person comes in. Next thing you know, this one starts talking.
Yeah, bitch.
And then somebody else comes
Yeah.
in. They join the conversation and they angry.
Now it's a hate fest right here.
Bro, I worked at a place one time. We had a nurse that came in every night, dude, on 20 about how shitty the facility was, how this and that, and how whoop, right? And I said, I just looked at it. Bro, I was there for about 2 days. I was still in orientation. And I said, if you're that unhappy, why don't you go look for another job? Because that's what I would do.
Me too.
And when I became unhappy and I seen that things weren't changing, I went and got another job.
Yeah.
It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard.
Right.
So that one that's gonna be complaining, that's everywhere.
Yeah.
And if your morale's high enough, what's gonna happen? That one's gonna get squashed.
Yeah.
If there's 99 against you with that,
They're happy
what
with
the
their
fuck
job.
you mad about, bro?
Calm your ass down. Sit down in the corner.
Majority rules on that note.
Yeah.
Actually, it will.
I mean, you guys know. I mean, even as with the podcast, if one of us are in a foul mood, we start to go into that negative space, right? Okay. But I think that we mesh so well together that if T-Rep's feeling some kind of way, we kind of,
We might shake that shit off.
me and Lloyd are uplift that. Same,
Right.
Like I came in here today. I've come in here many times and fucked up mood.
I know you have.
But it's like I sit down, I start talking to y'all, I feel y'all's energy, and I'm like, let's go.
Let's get it.
We doing this.
Let's get it.
So yeah.
And I just don't. That's because everybody bitches about work. Like lately, I just been hearing just how shit it is, and then when she told me about the shit, and then I started thinking about that, and I started thinking about like, how would I run a business? You know, like, and I'm all over here thinking like, let's buy these motherfuckers lunch every day.
Nope.
But then it's like, I'm never gonna have money for myself. Like,
It's gonna
at
be
that
expected.
point,
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a extra.
the one day
Why
you
anybody
don't have
food?
it. Yeah.
Right. Oh, I've been there.
Yep.
I've been there. When I was a unit manager, I used to buy my staff lunch all the time. And then it became a point like, what you buying us today? And I was like, oh, damn, I ain't even got it today. What you mean? Like, you can't get us nothing? You can't even get pizza? Damn.
See what I'm saying?
It's like that.
Damn, dog, you didn't even pack a lunch, homie? What's good?
You see what I'm saying?
No, because they just, Mike could be here today.
We gonna eat.
So, yeah, we going to eat.
Yeah, babe, don't worry about packing that lunch.
Yeah.
I'll fucking...
No. What else we got going on, man? Because I can get on this soapbox for a long time, and I want to get off of it because this is
I can get up there too.
it's bringing my energy now.
Is it really?
Yeah,
For
because I'm just thinking of unappreciative ass people.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
but that's in
yes.
every
Yeah, so
facet of
I
life.
just want to go to something positive.
shit. Fucking generate something, motherfucker.
Hold on, why he give you the flex though? Like he was getting ready to jump on you for a minute.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Because I'm feeling fucking straight today, bro. I like vagina.
He came out real masculine.
Yeah.
Big masculine energy over there. I
Right.
see.
Bro,
Right.
yeah.
Shit.
Where the bitches at? You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I'm just,
shit!
I'm just
Now he
at
trying
the
to
house.
get-
No.
Now he trying to get put on punishment.
Don't watch this one. Hey, 'cause we come in with a black eye. It wasn't me.
No.
It wasn't me.
Right.
Right. Man, let me see. Where we want to go with this one? You know what? I do want to give some shout outs. Because, you know, this is the motherfucking, it always has been the shout out podcast.
Yeah.
Monroe Beer and Wine Portal.
Is that across the river?
Yes.
That's where you went after
Yeah.
the last pod.
Man, they're going to be open. Right now, they're going to be opening up every Thursday. He's trying every Thursday that they do something at St. Mary's. Let me tell you, Drew, I appreciate you, my brother.
Oh wow.
Great service, man. Just impeccable service. Drew is one of the owners. He came out every table multiple times.
Damn.
You know, asking people what they liked, what they didn't like, how they felt the vibe was. I mean, he was just generally like concerned about, he wants this to work and he wants this to happen. So yeah.
That's his building?
To be honest, I don't know if they own it, if they're leasing, but that's his business. And it's right now it is I think he has, I'm just gonna throw it out there, I might be wrong, but 10 different beers and ciders on draft. He has right now it's beer and wine. So they got a bunch of wine, of course, and they do have some vodka drinks, but it's all oh man, he gave me it's like ready to drink. RTD, that's what we call them, ready to drink. So like they can't mix anything, they can't have liquor, that kind of stuff. But you know, there's a lot of vodka drinks
That
are there, and he has a brand.
Oh, they're pre-made.
Yeah, and he has a brand that I had a couple of them, very very good. I had never heard of the brand before. Once again, I just want to shout them out because we always talk about service. We always talk about like appreciating things, right?
Yeah.
Appreciating people and the way they customer service is.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. So
then-
definitely support them.
And then, so what is it? Like, because I seen a wedding party there.
Yeah. So the building is upstairs. They have like a hall. So there's a lot of weddings
So a wedding,
and events. And,
any fucking hall you need.
Yep. And then downstairs now is the beer and wine portal. What that is just it's basically a bar, right? That sells beer and wine.
Okay.
I don't think he has any food right now, but I know he's working on that. He's, you know, at this point, like when we were there, Cilantro's was there. Shout out to them, and they had a food truck. Okay. So like we went down, got some food from them, came back, sat on the patio right by. It's right by the river. We can see our building from where they are.
Yep.
And it's just a great vibe.
That's
You know what I mean?
what's
Like I'm like, you know, people are always bitching and ain't shit to do in Monroe and whoop de whoop. Well, for the adults, that's it because it's chill. Everybody was cool. Everybody was friendly. The people that was coming in was like saying hello and, you know, just you know what I
Because
mean?
when you called it the beer and wine portal, I was like, oh, you're just going to test a whole bunch of beer or like a whole bunch of sips of beer, and
Oh no.
that's what I thought it
Yeah.
was. But why is it called a beer and wine portal?
Bro, I don't know. I'm not
why you wanna name
doing
That motherfucker made that motherfucker made the name.
why you
That's
wanted to
his
name it.
Yeah.
bar name then.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's cool. Yeah,
It's bro, if you go there, you might get swept through a portal. If you drink enough.
oh yeah, that black hole, motherfucker.
Yeah, so shout out to them.
And then
Since we doing shout outs, give me some shout outs.
he does a okay. Hold on, he does an event for when the live music's going.
Right, because
Yes.
he's still in the process of getting all of his licensures, all of his permits, getting
so
getting
he's
approved.
fresh.
Yeah, getting approved through the city. So right now it's kind of like he does this, and then the city kind of looks at it, and then he goes back to the city. Like he's one of the main people that are involved in the social district. If you guys heard of that,
Yeah, that's
where
what I was going to next.
if where you can go and get a glass or cup of beer or whatever, and you can walk downtown, you can do whatever.
That's cool.
Are you allowed to bring it? Are you only allowed to walk on Monroe Street because it's those 3 bars on
Yes.
Monroe Street?
Yes.
Monroe Street and then Front Street
Yep.
for the most part.
That's it.
Okay.
That's for the most part. That's it. But even like people were taking drinks. They were coming over getting drinks, and then there was a concert in the park. So people was taking drinks over there. The only thing that's different is like because you can't have it in the park, you had to be in the parking lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So most people was by the time they got over there, their drink
gone.
was gone or what have you, and so.
Right.
But yeah, that's the concept is that you can kind of walk downtown with your drink and just enjoy whatever's going on downtown.
Hit a couple bars.
Yeah,
And,
that's
cool.
that's another thing they did change it where you can't bring in another person's
Drink to
drink
another bar.
into another bar.
That
can't
makes
bring
sense.
Amaya's drink into
Right.
That
the
makes sense.
dive bar.
Right. So yeah. So right now, I think I know Amaya's is definitely a part of it. Tina was a big part of getting this started. We're wine and beer portal, and I
Is
believe
it the dive bar?
I
'Cause
believe the
thought-
dive bar is a part of that.
What
as well.
about these guys on Front Street?
No,
No.
not at this point. Yeah.
No.
No. I knew that.
For why?
Oh, you got to ask them. I don't know.
Right.
You had all the answers today, so I mean,
I can tell you that they're not, and I don't know why, but yeah, but it's once again, I'm saying all this to say this is a start.
Right.
Like
to start.
this is what other small cities have been doing for a decade.
This
You
is,
know what I'm saying?
I feel like we're implementing in our city like big city ways of life
To a degree,
because
We're
there's
just 10 years behind
yeah.
down here.
well, yeah, because we're a little bit stupid. I mean,
We're
no.
a little bit country.
Yeah.
No, I think a lot of it, what it is, man, is you're starting to get younger people involved in our downtown. That's
Yes.
really what it boils down to. I mean, you think of all these businesses that are popping up downtown.
Young people own them.
They're all owned by, I mean, shit, a majority of them are under 30.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say definitely under 40. The ones that are over 40 are probably the ones that's been here for a minute, right?
Yeah.
So you got all this new young energy
Fuck this social
coming
district.
in. Right,
Yeah,
right.
they're built in a certain way. And
Yeah.
they old school way of doing things, they don't want to change.
That's a problem. That's a problem with people too.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
The way of life has been the same for this long.
Oh, people hate change.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I don't like change.
I must say, you don't like
You know
change.
what I'm saying? Like,
I don't either. Yeah,
I don't like
I
change.
understand.
But I also I like change. I like change in a positive way, and I don't like change, but I deal well with change.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
But
So like even like on my job and businesses and bro, like why am I not crazy on social media? I've been being told for 10 years, I need to be more active on social media. I need to do this. You need to do this for your business. You need to do that. You need to do this. Bro, that's just not my lane.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm working on it. But I'm 51.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? I don't need to get in another
It's
lane.
not even that. It's one of those things where it's like,
Go ahead.
you said what now?
I ain't gonna say that on the camera, fool.
You said it.
I ain't gonna say it on camera, fool.
You know what? Let's do this, man. Let's take a break. And
Back in 2 or 2.
either we'll come back or we'll do a part 2. Let's see where it goes from
All
there.
right.
All right.
Yeah. Peace.
Check us out in part 2.
Hey, hey.